playing as role tonight. And they've been given the green light, and here we go. OliKad is choosing Flashman as his first robot master. And so is Kuumba. And Kuumba, I guess, hoping for the spring enemy to get out of the way, but they're taking one shot. OliKad took the time to check the wall weakness there, and those Jester wheels are rather beefy, so that could prove an issue down the line. And we got Duskman as our Flashman stage music as we roll through. So Kuumba got his win against Ren Hero, and Ren Hero also got a win on OliKad. But if OliKad gets the victory tonight in this best 2 out of 3 race, we could possibly have a 3-way hits down the road. And we got more Jesters in the last stretch here in Flashman stage, so that's a bit annoying. OliKad taking his time with those Jesters, because just coming down, they can just easily knock them off the platform, especially where they're positioned. So Kuumba's the first to go into the Flashman room, and we got Metal Man. So this is Metal Man, more or less. He's easy enough boss in this stage. Comes down to more or less DPS race. And having that extra E-Tank makes it a bit more easier. And with that, Kuumba takes down Metal Man. For his efforts, he also gets item 1 from Flashman stage, and OliKad also taking down Metal Man in Flashman's room, getting item 1. Kuumba opting to go to Metal Man stage next, and OliKad choosing Quickman. So we're going to have a bit of divergence. Kuumba grabbing that item 1, seeing if he can do the zip. He might be able to. It's a slow item 1, but not painfully slow. There we go. I think he has it now. Nope. Not enough time on that item 1, so Kuumba is forsaking it and going ahead. Ooh, and we got everyone's favorite Lagphibians there in the early section, and in Quickman. Yeah, trying to traverse the conveyor belt there isn't exactly what I would call ideal. Yeah, it looks like this item 1 is going to be a bit tricky to do zips with in this race. We got moles. Ooh, they're lemon-resistant moles in Quickman stage. That's a bit annoying. And the other annoying part is the moles are weird because their property, generally when you see them on Metal Man stages, they cut through the foreground and then you see them appear normally. But in some stages, they just don't 100% show up, so they just blend into the background. So it's hard to see them as they're drilling their way through the stage. Kuumba's got to be careful. He's got 5 dots of health. He picked up the second E-Tank in Metal Man stage there as a safety. Most people don't go for that, but I think Kuumba decided he really needed that. Trying to get the big health there from the toothpaste right before he goes into the Metal Man room. OliKad is now about to take on the boss in Quickman's room, so we'll see who our other robot masters are here. And we got Airman in Metal Man's room, and he's Buster susceptible, so that's a quick fight, and Airman was a bro tonight. And we got Woodman in Quickman's room, so let's see what happens here. OliKad has to be careful. It doesn't look like the air is really doing that much. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it's just gonna have to go in and just tank Woodman here. Kuumba opting to go to Woodman's stage next, with Walk with Blue Water by May from Guilty Gear. Anyway, see where OliKad chooses. He chooses Airman stage next. So Kuumba taking down Airman in Middleman's room, and OliKad taking down Woodman in Quickman's room. The one thing we probably won't see in this seed, but maybe in the next one, is Airman's properties on the Middleman belt is really weird. So, like, the game will recognize that you're on the belt, but when Airman does his wind-blowing thing, the game will recognize you as walking on the belt. But if you jump, that's when the air properties come in. But if you stay on the belt, that oversees the Airman effect that he does. So Kuumba opting to see what's in the second area here. He was probably thinking of trying to do the good whoop zip. Looks like he's going to give it a shot. But he's got to be careful. He's got 2 pips of health. Meanwhile, OliKad's on the second section of Airman stage now. With those propellers. And we got birds here. So that those are going to be devastating, especially if you jump in the right spot. You're going to get knocked right out of the sky with an egg. Looks like OliKad has made his way through Airman stage. And it looks like Kuumba is going to get that good wood zip. Let's see who OliKad's faces in Airman's room here. And it's Heatman, looking rather red. Now, Heatman is an awful fight, just in general. It could be an easy fight, it could be a slow fight. Crash seems to be doing okay. Let's see what the Buster does. I think the Buster is the better choice here. OliKad's got to be careful, and meanwhile, Kuumba got the good wood zip, and we got Flashman looking like a watermelon in Woodman's room. And he did some track and field, because he is burning them quads. Flashman running around like he's got somewhere to go, and down goes Flashman. So Kuumba taking down Flashman. Doesn't get an item for his effort, but that's, his 3rd Robot Master down. Meanwhile, OliKad is still dealing with Heatman in Airman's room. Kuumba opting to go to Quickman next. And down goes Heatman for OliKad. Kuumba grabbing that one up there after spending one in order to do the good wood zip. And OliKad opting to go to Middleman next. And Kuumba giving people a bit of a heart attack with there. Almost get. I don't even know if that'd be a Prodigy special. I guess it'd be a Kuumba special at that point. But OliKad and Kuumba right now. Doing stages the other has already done. OliKad finding out that item 1 isn't exactly great for doing zips. And Kuumba again going through this hallway that OliKad did earlier with just lag all over the place, mostly because of the moles. Moles that are lemon resistant, that's just awful. We got a person in chat thinking this was a clipless tournament. Mostly a Group A is doing zipless, but some of the runners in that group do know how to zip. I'm not one of them. I was in that group, but hey. So Kuumba's gonna take on Woodman in Quickman's room now. Yeah, that Woodman's rather beefy. Kuumba opting to eat an E-tank there. And air shooter isn't exactly the best, but I guess it's just going to get the job done regardless. Yep, there we go. So down goes Woodman for Kuumba. That's half of his Robot Masters. Still only have item 1. We haven't found any of the other items, so Kuumba's gonna go to Bubble Man next. And we are in Fanta Falls, clearly. With those beefy Jester wheels. So, because we found Jester wheels and tin cans in this first section, there's a good chance that in the last section of Bubble Man stage, we'll also get Jesters in tin cans. Meanwhile, OliKad had also finished up his Middleman, and also starting his. Oh! OliKad got item 2. I believe he got that in Airman stage, I could be mistaken. But he didn't send it high enough, and he was going to have to jump anyway to avoid the Jesters there. But OliKad also having 4 Robot Masters down, that's a thing. So, as I was saying earlier, Kuumba is going to come up to this next section. I guess he's going to also deal with birds, but there'll probably be Jester wheels and tin cans in the next area here. It looks like the bird despawned itself. Alright, so Kuumba making his way into Bubble Man's room here. And we have Quickman. So, that ceiling there, pretty much Quickman isn't going to go through it, he's just going to hit it and come straight down. And he's much susceptible, so that's a quick fight. Kuumba checking his robots to see where he's going to go next, and he's opting for Airman. So Kuumba's down to his last 3 Robot Masters, just testing to see what's there. Finds that Bubble Bat. I don't believe there was anything too dangerous in this first area of Airman stage. The second one seemed a little treacherous. Yeah, so it looks like we're just dealing with Baton Tons and Lightning Lords. OliKad about to take on his Quickman in Bubble Man's room. OliKad finding a good weakness in that charged heat on against Quickman in Bubble Man's room. So OliKad's deciding where to go next, and he's gonna go to Woodman next. Meanwhile, we got more toothpaste dispensers and birds at the end of Airman stage. Ooh, Kuumba's like, whoa, bird coming. And we got some Joes in the first area here of Woodman stage, and Shotman. But not too terrible. Kuumba missing with his shot there. Just fishing for better weaknesses against Heatman. I believe OliKad ended up using Crashman's weapon, which worked rather well. Testing to see if Flashman was going to work, and that's a slow drain. So, go get a drink, or come back. Alright. So, looks like Kuumba's just gonna opt to buster down this Heatman. A rather slow Heatman, too. And we have monkeys in the treehouse. Yep, and that's done. So, interesting thing about Woodman stage, a lot of our runners zip. I'm not one of them, but in this next section, this enemy will always be gray. Always be Game Boy colors. So Kuumba opting to go to Heatman next with item 2, and it seems like a logical choice. Don't have item 3 yet, but you know, with just having item 1 and item 2 is good enough, I would say. And we got Oof, that's an ugly Heatman's room. Heatman first section with Metroids and Jesters. Meanwhile, OliKad is about to take on Quick Flashman in Woodman's room. Yeah. And OliKad finding Crash as a solid weakness for Flashman. Ooh. And we got rabbits lagging up the place in the second section of Heatman stage. Ooh, Kuumba. Ooh, oh, and OliKad choosing Crash, and we were finding Chanky Makers there. So, interestingly enough, we found Chanky Makers in the first section of Crashman stage. In the elevator section coming up, there are going to be Chanky Makers there. And OliKad trying to see if he can use that item 1. It may not be good enough to do the zip here, so he's gonna have to do the climb normal. Meanwhile, Kuumba is about to enter Heatman's room to see who is here, and it is Crashman. And Crashman sniping Kuumba. A bit of a dumb crash there, looks like. A dumb crash that's susceptible to the Buster, because down it goes. Yeah, those Chanky Makers in the elevator section are annoying as they just kind of lag up the place. So Kuumba is going to go to his last Robot Master in Crashman, or Robot Master stage in Crashman. Meanwhile, OliKad now halfway up the Crashman stage. And just looking at his menu there, looks like Kuumba got item 3 from Heatman stage. And it looks like Kuumba said, yeah, this item 1's not going to do it, we're going to have to do the climb normal. And looks like Kuumba got the zip! Ooh, we got toothpaste dispensers in this first section of the crash climb here. And he got it. So, that monkey tackling Kuumba as he was trying to item 1 his way. Meanwhile, OliKad almost there to the crash door. Let's see if he grabs this E-tank. It looks like he's going to get it with item 2. Kuumba finding out about the toothpaste dispensers, blocking his climb there. And we got Florgs up top, so that could have been annoying had he come here earlier without that leaf shield. Because essentially, he was going to get sniped by one of the baby tadpoles. So, I believe our only Robot Master we haven't seen so far this seed is Bubble Man, so I believe that's who is behind this door here. Yep, and there's Bubble Man. Let's see if it's a Huggle. Nope. But he definitely spans some shots. OliKad taking the time to see what weaknesses, and we find a leaf weakness, and down goes Bubble Man for OliKad. OliKad still has one more robot match to go in Heatman stage. Meanwhile, Kuumba will be defeating Bubble Man shortly here. That was actually going to be his last Robot Master. So, there we go. Yeah, so, hopefully, if we can get the Koombas back together. We have a fun little game we'd like to play in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer community, and that's to guess the dragon's colors, and for bonus points, guess the weakness. So get your Bob Ross color palettes out and take a shot at it. Let's see. I have to pick a color and a weakness. Eh? Well, I guess I'll go for my what I have generally been going for in this. Ooh, and too many rabbits on the screen. You got the double pushback from being hit. OliKad goes into the pit. So we'll say a purple grimace dragon with a leaf shield weakness. And it looks like we got OliKad back. Kuumba must really be dealing with some lag issues. Or I guess Dr. Wily hacked his machine in order to cause the lag here. Must have got them both. And looks like we got to the dragon, and that's a yellow with teal and blue joints. As we continue to search for weaknesses. Breathe! And it looks like OliKad's made his way back to Crash. I think that was Leaf. I think, even though it was just momentarily there at the end, I believe Kuumba was using Leaf. And OliKad, taking down his last Robot Master, is also going to be joining us in the Wily stages. And we're fishing for wall weaknesses now, but looks like the shrimp had the other plans that told Kuumba, no, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Mega Monopoly. And if I had to guess from Kuumba's menu there, he used a lot of Leaf Shield. And Metroid's in the first section of Wily 1, birds and tin cans in the last hallway before Pico Pico. And Pico Pico is one of the worst fights in this game, to be honest. They hit hard, so if you come here without E-Tank's here in trouble. And it looks like Kuumba found some metal blades for Pico, and he says, let's go. Mash, mash, mash. I see, just like that, Kuumba's gotta be careful, because I believe he can take one more hit, but it's gonna hurt like a truck. And down goes Pico. But yeah, Pico's not a boss fight you want to play around with, because he hits like a truck. Alright, Wily 3 we go. And Kuumba is going to refill his metal blades. And that's it. Ooh! And OliKad missed his jump with the dragon there. That's awful. Kuumba making his way through the ecto cooler sewers of Wily 3 here. Alright, so interesting thing about the Guts room here is the floor is the same color as Guts Man. Or the Guts tank. And is this even randomized? I'm gonna say that. I don't usually like doing that, but I'm gonna say it because that's those are vanilla colors. And Leafs is an awful weakness for this Guts tank, but you know what, that's fine. We're just gonna take the hits. Being a little careful there. And OliKad taking another death in the dragon fight there. Fortunately, he gets some item 1 refill there. Kuumba's gonna fill up his leaf shield there and proceed on up. OliKad's got to be careful because he's got 0 lives. He takes a death, that's a game over. I believe this is Jet Stingray, if I'm not mistaken, in Wily 3-4. Alright, so OliKad taking another chance with the dragon. We do know the Leaf Shield is one of its weaknesses. That's probably what happened, is OliKad got too close to the edge there, and yeah, there it goes again. See, touching the dragon, even in this section right here, is insta-death. So my guess is he was trying to get close to him to hit him with a weapon, but he touched the dragon and that was death. So for shovels, OliKad has to do the first section of Wily 1 here again. Meanwhile, Kuumba is making his way towards the booby room. The anxiety rooms weren't too much to talk about, so we actually have to do our wall weakness hunting here. And it's not air shooter. I couldn't tell from that. It's not bubble. It's also not the weakness for the boo beams. Doesn't work on the walls either, Leaf, or the boo beams. And the crash walls are vanilla. So, fun fact, the weakness of the crash walls aren't the same as the boo beam. So he's got to hunt for the boo beam weakness as well now. Which we know isn't Leaf or Metal, because check that. And it's Heat. Kuumba trying to not. And Kuumba opting to eat his last E-Tank, and OliKad taking another death to the dragon. Alright, so into the refights we go. And interesting fact about the refights in this version of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer is the music you're hearing right now will not interrupt during the Wily fight. So you won't hear the track for a little bit and then so it'll just go straight through the stage until we get to the machine. Meanwhile, OliKad has made his climb again to the dragon. Hopefully this time he'll be successful. Alright, so OliKad is taking on the dragon. Oh, and he found air against the dragon. It was a really good weakness. So, OliKad taking down the dragon. Airman this time not being a bro to Kuumba. And that's half his refights right there for Kuumba. On to Heatman. Yeah, I wouldn't use that crash with how little you have left. Heatman being a bit of a jerk right now. Kuumba having the balls buster over that Heatman because if he sneezed on him, that was death. Now, I do want to know the cause of the Metal Man blades as to why they are white in the Flashman room and even in the refights there after being in the Flashman room. But, you know, it's just a thing I have observed but never really talked or cared enough about. So OliKad making his way through, halfway through Wily 2. He's got 3 E-Tanks, so he should be set up for success against Pico. We don't know. Pico has 3 weaknesses. We do know one of them is Metal Blade when Kuumba was there earlier, but we don't know the other 2. So into the machine fight we go. And it's not Buster Week. Kuumba's gonna have to work for this one. And we find Metal Blades for the first part of the machine. That does not necessarily mean it's going to be the weakness for the second. Still not boss. It's not the Metal Blade. So you found the Metal Blade for the first part. It's not Crash. Oh, it is Crash. But he ran out. He's got to use something else now. It's not quick. Oh, and Kuumba barely escapes the Wily machine there. And OliKad also opting to use the metal blades on Pico Peak. And down it goes. Kuumba opting not to refuel any of his weapons, so hopefully for him, Crash isn't the answer for the alien here. And we got our orange and blue looking alien. And he just realized he does not have it. No, the flash stopper is not going to drain the alien's life. No, that's not how that works. And it's not quick, and we're just going to go up the line, and it's bubble. So vanilla weakness for the alien. And down goes the alien from Kuumba, and he finishes with an official SRL time of 36:42. Get those GGs in the chat, folks. OliKad has made his way to that extremely vanilla-looking guts tank. And finding that Crash has a good weakness for that tank. Alright, so OliKad opting to refill his items in the first section of Wily 4 there. Ooh, and OliKad missing his jump there, taking a death in Wily 4.
Hey, what's up, Bull? What's up, SpeedGaming viewers? How's it going, guys?
A wild Charlie boy has appeared.
Yes, that he does. And what's up? Yeah, I figured I'd come and help you out with the end of this match in the second race of this beautiful match between Kuumba and OliKad.
Yes. OliKad looks like he's gonna finish this seed being so close.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Been doing a pretty good job for what I've seen his capabilities are. Been doing pretty good, I'd say. I think I was able to start watching about halfway through. I think he was maybe one robo down whenever Kuumba made it to the Wily stages, so it's not bad at all.
Yeah, if you're saying that, yeah, OliKad was on his last Robot Master Stage, and Kuumba was starting Wily.
Yeah, we'll see him finish out here pretty strong, hopefully. Wow. Bro, okay, I'm leaving. I just cursed him. I'm so sorry, Ollie.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say fortunately, but looks like OliKad has opted to forfeit this race. So we're going to get set up for our second seed here. So stay tuned real quick as we get things set up for the second race.
Right on, yeah. I made a new race room for these guys, and now we just need to roll the seed.
I also have to get it. We also have to actually get in the room.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, GG's to Ollie. Good attempt. There we go. I'll go ahead and roll this seed for these guys. Shout outs to Creed in the background doing the tracking. Looks like Kuumba is chilling on Bad Scissors Day in the meantime. Gotta love it.
Everyone avert your eyes, please.
Yeah, especially during this stage right here. Oh. Alright, looks like we're in the Palestinian territories. Game made by Square. This time around. Dear Mega Man, please come to the castle. It said Mega Man, right? It didn't say Mario.
No, it definitely said Mega Man, and this is Mega Man 64.
Right on, right on.
Which was technically a game, but it was just, you know, Mega Man Legends repackaged.
Right on, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Pretty cool game, right?
I guess. I'm just a stickler for the old man because it was on PS1, but you know, also being a stickler as an old man, I'm still waiting on that Legends 3 because Rock is still stuck on the moon.
Hey, you never know. Maybe one day. Looks like Kuumba's trying to get equipped with the nasty right now. That's a Bad Scissors Day reference. Trying to go fight the quick rope man. But the seed is rolled, and I see he's joined the race. So I think he's trying to create the seed while fighting at the same time.
Yeah, multitasking, that's a thing.
Little downtime for him to, you know, allow the momentum of him winning the first race to deteriorate, I suppose.
But as we're getting set up here, real quick, I just want to thank everyone for coming out to watch this race. for the Mega Man 2 randomized tournament. We actually have 2 more races tomorrow scheduled. At 8 o'clock, we got Kami-sen and Ward Cabin, which is actually going to be the last of Group D, I believe. Yeah, Group D. And we also got the last of the Group A's with LV Creed versus Vin. So stay tuned to that. I believe LV Creed Vin match is at 10:30. Yes, 10:30.
Oh, he got hooked on the nasty hoppy thing, and I think he's ready to roll his seed and get this race underway. Yeah, we got some races coming up tomorrow for sure. What was it? Kami-sen and Warm Cabin, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. LV Creed and Vin, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And after those 2 are done, we have 1 more race with Square One and MVP, which is not on the schedule just yet. And then we'll be moving into the final stage of the bracket. So, man, it's 2 days until the 1 month marker of our tournament start date, and we're almost done with 30 group matches. That's insane to me. That is great, though. It's an awesome job to all the participants.
Yes, and thanks to SpeedGaming for allowing us for hosting us, number one, and getting us, helping us set this up, as these races have been fun, great, fantastic, and clinching.
Yes, awesome. Always big thanks to SpeedGaming for helping and letting us run our races on their network. Very awesome of them all. Anybody helped out involved with that, big shout outs to them. Feasel and Made Walk Hard helps out. Cyclone, Mr. Broadstone.
Tonight, Kirito.
Kirito, I believe, was helping set up this race earlier as well, and then and some other races he's been helping with. Adirondack Rig, and JC, Kikuman, Math Girl, Mind of Me, Miss Metroid, all that, everybody. I'm sorry if I missed you out there, you SpeedGaming staff. But yes, thank you. Big shout outs to all of you guys.
But if any of you are actually interested in the Mega 2 randomizer, you should join our Discord, because every Sunday night we actually have community races. So you should come join us, because it'll be a good time. We'll have lots of laughs and lots of pain, especially last night.
Yep, definitely so. Do all sorts of things, easy, normal. We switch it up on Sundays a bit. Hide stage names sometimes, just for fun.
Hide stage names normal. That was a thing we did last night.
Yep. Oh. Microphone messing up on me. Sorry, guys. There we go. Should be good now.
I think they're ready, and they're just waiting for you to release the gates.
Oh, it's on me? Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. All right, these guys are ready to go. The floodgates are down, so these guys should be able to hop in and take away any second now. Off to the castle to save Princess Peach once again.
Gotta collect all 120 extra mans.
Yep, pick up all them stars, pick up all them red coins along the way.